Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for the 13th of June 2017. Right, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I was still working at 11:30 on Sunday night, so I'm like, these weeklies are really just completely destroying any social life that I have. But people are liking them, so thank you for your appreciation with those. It's like I say, I don't mind if it's appreciated, but it's like, what's the weekend now? So I'm going to get straight into this cards because I have loads to do today, and they're quite interesting. When I went to pull a card, I pulled a card and another one literally flew out, So I always say that they need to be read together, And there was an old tarot reader used to teach me years ago, and she used to say, if it falls on the floor, it comes in the door, okay? So I always think if one flies out, it needs to be read. Now, what is interesting with the cards that came out in the tarot today is we have two queens, okay? Now, when we have two queens, this could be this could be sort of two aspects of ourselves as well, or it could mean that you have opposing wants and needs. So it could be you are caught in a little bit of a battle. Okay, so that's what usually it says when two queens come out. Now, I just want to point out there, can you see the difference in these two queens? It's like, it's really bizarre. But I'm going to go on, and obviously we had the Queen of Cups the other week, didn't we? And so that one's already been read. So, like I say, I'm going to get straight on and see what is here. Now, they're telling me here to read them both together, and this is something that I don't normally do, but this is what they're saying. Right, I'll try with what they're saying, with what they're coming through. So what we have here, we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Swords, it doesn't matter what deck it is, whenever I get it, my heckles go up. I really, I was talking to another tarot reader the other day, and they were saying, do you have a card that you really don't like? And I was like, the Queen of Swords. I just don't like her. I can't connect with her in any way. Now, I feel that this is because she is usually quite cold and hard, and this is it. It's like I say, I'm the complete opposite. But what we have here is we have this Queen of Swords who she governs through fear. And we have the Queen of Cups who governs through love. So this is quite interesting because we have the two different aspects, basically, that form life, okay? We either come from a love base or we come from a fear base. And, when we are coming from a fear base, this is when we cut ourselves off. This is when we're cold. This is when we are restricted. When we are coming from a love base, this is when we open ourselves up to things. And this is when we gain freedom. So, I'm really, like I say, the imagery in these cards is fascinating. And I hope you can see the difference. We've got the soft flowing emotional person. Then we've got the cold, closed off person. So, right, I've done the thing there, so please let me get on with my job, So here, what I'm getting with this, it's like I say, I don't know, can you see sort of the slyness in her eyes? It's like her eyes are covered, but she's still seeing, if that makes sense. So there's a sneakiness here. And it's like she hides the truth behind a smoke screen. And the first thing I got when I looked at this, if we have a look, there's the web there. And the weave, and it's like, oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we start to deceive. So I feel that there's deception coming in with this. Now, what happens is when we are deceiving somebody, when we lie, this has like a domino effect, and, lies then come from lies. So one lie generates another, which generates another, and so on. So this is not cool, anything where it isn't the truth is not good. I was always taught that, tell the truth even if your voice shakes, and it's got me into trouble at times, but I know I've always told the truth with it. But this, it's like the truth is hidden behind so much. And what I'm getting with this, which is quite interesting, when I looked at this, we've got the spinning wheel. And the first thing I got was like a spin doctor. Now, we know within politics or whatever, a spin doctor, they sort of give out a biased opinion or a biased interpretation, for their favour. It's to turn people against one thing and turn them towards them. But it's not often the truth. You know, within politics, it's usually propaganda, you know, which is like sort of a tunnel vision to make you believe that that side is best for you. So this is what I'm getting here, a bit like a spin doctor, and there's like a sneakiness and there's a cunning here, because, you know, this Queen of Swords, she's intelligent. She knows what she's doing, you know, and she's quite conniving and quite manipulative as well. There's a lack of emotion with her, and this is it, you know. Now, the Queen of Cups, she has that much emotion that she couldn't lie, you know, because it's you see it on her face or something, you know. There is no deception around that. And like I say, this is, you know, it's sort of like, whenever this card comes up, I always say be careful, okay? It is a warning to be on your guard for like somebody like this within your life. Now, like I say, this could be that these are two sides of you, okay, that you need to actually think which one is it I want to go, or it could be two people, you know. Like I say, these are general readings, so make of it what you will, you know. So this woman, when we look, I mean, look, she's got riches, she's, you know, all that. And the Queen of Swords is usually quite, on the outside, you know, is always quite glittery and, you know, nice to look at. But that doesn't go as far as on the inside as well. You know, it doesn't go as deep as that. Because this woman in here is hardened, okay? There's a hardness coming with this, and there's a selfishness as well. And it's like this person will crush anybody that she wants to get in her way or to get her own way, you know. And a lot of tarot readers actually refer to her as the Ice Queen, you know, because it's like I say, there's this coldness, there's this it's just, honestly, I'm really getting my heckles up here. I don't like it. You know, she's cunning, she's sly, she's manipulative, you know, and to be honest, I wouldn't trust her. I wouldn't. You can see it, you know. Look in the eyes. That's what I always say to people. Look in the eyes, you know, and the eyes can tell you the truth of a person. So what they're saying with this is be careful as well. I mean, look, she's got a sword there. She's just like, oh, I don't like her. So this is saying be careful with this woman, right? Because I feel she can be quite charming. So she can say the words that you want to hear. She's very, very good with her words, you know. But like I say, there's this spin on them. You know, there's this spin. And once you get into that web, it is very hard to go out. It's sort of like, you know, when, what is it, like the Black Widow, when she sort of, the spider lures you into the web and then you're just stuck and you can't get out. And what's interesting with this as well, when I'm saying they're being stuck, it's like she's holding the keys. So she could be a jailer in some sort of way, you know. If we have a look there, she's got keys there. So it's, this woman, as charming as she can be, like I say, I talk about her words can actually change on a whim like that, and she can be quite cutting, and she knows exactly what to say that will cut straight through to your bones here. You know, she has a vicious tongue. This is it. There's a lot of jealousy comes through with the Queen of Swords as well, but she is very two-faced. She will smile sweetly at you while stabbing you in the back. You know, this is... I'm sorry about this, you know, this is... like I say, I say what I say, you know. So this card is saying that forewarned is forearmed here. If you give this woman an inch, she will take a mile. If you fall under her spell, it will be very hard to cut yourself loose. And she knows this, you know, she is well aware of this. So what I often get when I get this card is, you know, like the Wicked Queen from Snow White, you know, and it's like, you know, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And she was prepared to kill Snow White, you know, just so that she could stand there and shine and she could be the best sort of thing, you know. And this was done without remorse. Now, this queen would probably do that if she could get away with it, you know, because she is thinking of herself. Very, very egoic, a lot of ego coming through with this. And as I've said, she will destroy anything that gets in the way of her getting what she wants. Now, what I would say, if this is a person, is you don't need this type of negativity in your life, you know, because this will suck the life out of you. The Queen of Swords, classic psychic vampire. I hate that term, but it is. You know, she will draw on your power and, you know, use it for her own gain and leave you pretty powerless. you know, and probably enjoy watching you crumble as well. You know, there's a real like sort of narcissistic feeling coming in with this as well, you know. Now, like I say, you can defeat this, you know, and what is the biggest weapon always against fear? It's love. So what this is saying is keep your heart open. You know, this is what Snow White did. You know, she was the fairest of them all. She was pure of heart. And this was what saved her, you know, because as much as there was hatred going towards her, you know, she never gave that hatred back. So this is saying, keep your heart open, keep your motives pure, and then this person will have no ammunition to fight back with. This person here wants what's best for her, not what's best for you. So don't allow this person to bully you, to manipulate you any longer, because you don't deserve that. So this card is talking about cutting yourself from the clutches and seeing how much better you feel, you know. Keep your wits about you. This card is classic saying, all that glitters is not gold. Like I say, shiny on the outside, rotten to the core on the inside, you know. So that is the Queen. I want to say there as well, it's like, there's something bubbling within the surface. I really feel it's like this woman's been plotting and planning and, you know, all of this. And there's this bubbling. There's an underlying something within them here, you know. So, yeah, I just want to get away from that. So, right. We had this card the other day, so I'm not going to go too much in it. But this is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, as I've said, the Queen of Cups is a giver, whereas I feel the Queen of Swords is a taker. You know, the Queen of Cups has a very open heart there. Like I say, there's a lot of water around her. This is watery. She's mysterious, you know, but she's mysterious, but she's not keeping anything back. That woman, the Queen of Swords, is holding quite a lot back, you know. Like I say, you will never get to the truth. You will never get to the core of it. This person, it's there, but it's just, you know, you feel more compelled to actually go and search for it. If you asked her, she would tell you, you know, because she is truth and she is love. And this person has a cup here as well, and this is a heart, so she is ready to give that to somebody. As I've said before, the Queen of Cups is somebody who gives a lot of love, you know. She doesn't always tell you if something is going wrong for her, but she will be there for you, to be supportive, to give you love, to nurture you, you know, and to make you grow. This one, I feel, is there to keep you small, you know. She doesn't want anybody to rise above her. Now, I feel when you look at these two, I mean, they're chalk and cheese. They're opposing. And it's like, you know, really question and ask yourself at the moment, you know, if this is about, they're talking there about riches, which one is truly rich there, you know, because this is sort of, like I say, I feel that this coldness is isolating herself as well. This person is, like I say, she's just, as I've said, she's like sort of the gypsy queen, you know. It's like, you know, her soul is free, and this is how she can be authentic. This is how she can give love to other people as well, you know. So it's like I say, we have the peace as well. We have the dove here for peace, but we also have an apple, which is quite interesting, because the apple is often seen as temptation as well, isn't it, you know. So it's like I say, there's a lot of symbolism within these cards. But yeah, I want to say this person will look you straight in the eye. I mentioned the eyes before. This person is looking at you slyly, like sort of they're not looking face on. So this is so strange, you know, what is coming through with here. But like I say, if this is two aspects of yourself, you know, then please look at which one you want to be. You know, this is, like I say, there's healing here. There's a truth. We've got the blue. This is honest communication. This is speaking the truth. It's very dark cards in there. A lot of things hidden, you know. So the Queen of Cups is, I mean, it's Aphrodite in this, isn't it? You know, and then she's the goddess of love. And this is it, you know. It's like, you know, are you going to choose fear or are you going to choose love? You know, are you going to, if this is two people, it's like, is one keeping you caged? Is one trying to encourage freedom? You know, this is what I feel you need to look at. Right, okay, so my video has just stopped there, I think. If this goes all crazy, then I might be out of sync a little bit now, you know, but if I'm not, then that's fine. But my video just froze on the screen there. So, yeah, some weird energies about at the moment. So, right, so they are the two queens, okay? And I don't really want to go too much into them. Like I say, you can make of it what you will with this. The Osho Zen Tarot card, which I got here, is the Three of Clouds. Now, again, this is not a nice card. And this is a card called Isolation. Okay, see what they've done there? And this shows pain and it shows a coldness, you know, around you at the minute. And this is saying that you have maybe been ostracized, or you have ostracized yourself and built these walls of ice up to protect yourself, you know, from being hurt. But this is actually hurting you a lot more, you know. Now, like I say, this goes sort of hand in hand. We said the Ice Queen. Now, this is sort of, you know, when they sort of you know, they could put you in this block of ice or something. So this is saying that you've cut yourself off from things, and maybe even certain people as well. But this is a time when you need them, you know. You don't need somebody to fix you, but having somebody there to support you and listen can help you so much. Now, it's coming in there as well that, you know, if this is two different people, okay, we've got to look at, they say that you become like the 5 people that you're around most, you know, so be careful where you are putting your energies, be careful where you are spending your time, you know, because like I say, if you are around cold and hardened people, you will become cold and hardened, you know. If you are around open, loving, free people, you will become open, loving and free. Okay, so it's like I say, a lot of the time is the company that we choose, you know, will dictate how we are, how we're feeling. Because like I say, there is no happiness in this, there is no freedom in this as well, you know. Now, this is talking about, like I say, isolation, and it's, you know, within society, we are often told not to cry. And I feel that this is massive as well around males. You know, I get really, really annoyed. I've sadly never had a son, but my son would have been brought up in a very different way. I have family members that have been brought up in the way where it's, you know, you're a big boy, don't cry, just get on with it, be tough, you've got to be the tough guy. And these people have massive, massive problems now because they have suppressed so many emotions. And to me, the sign of a strong man is somebody who can cry, you know, who can show their emotions, who can actually, you know, sort of feel their own pain and allow others to see that. That to me is an attractive quality in a guy, you know, because that shows that he has strength, you know. It's not a weakness, it's actually a strength. And, you know, guys are often told you put a brave face on, and this is why we have so much, you know, mental illness, alcoholism, drug addiction, all of that, you know, within guys, especially guys who've been in the army and stuff like this, because, you know, emotions are cut off with that. And it doesn't matter what gender you are, you still feel and you still need to feel, because your emotions are as real as what a female's are. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, this is saying, you know, that you don't like to feel this pain. And this is a trap that a lot of us can get into as well. So what we do is we close off, and we close off our feelings, and we close off our emotions to stop us getting hurt again. But our pain is, if it's deep, you know, it stays there. And by shutting off, what we're doing is we're keeping that pain locked inside of us, you know. So by shutting off and putting barriers, if that pain is there, it is inside of us and there is no release for it and there's no way to get it out. So we can try and hide it from ourselves, but it will come back and it will bite you on the arse because it is there, you know, and it will fester and it will grow and it will grow. So this is why emotions need to be felt. This is why crying needs to be done as well, you know, because keeping them in will keep us frozen. It will keep us rigid, you know, and we know that that one small chip on that ice, and, you know, all that things will start circulating again, you know. Like I say, ice can be melted and then it disappears, doesn't it? You know, there's nothing left of it once it disappears. Now, if we have a look, I don't know if you can see that. they're actually rainbow tears on this guy. And I love that, like rainbow tears. It's like, yay, but the thing is, rainbows only come after we've had the rain. So what this is saying is, allow this pain out. The pain is the rain, saying there. So allow this pain out. Allow yourself to cry. What will happen there is these rainbow tears will melt this ice. Okay, and it's like, they're saying it's okay to cry. There's no reason not to, and don't be ashamed of it neither. So this is saying, this will help us to release pain. This will allow us to be gentle with ourselves again, and this will allow us to heal. This card is saying it's time to open your heart. Be like the Queen of Cups. If the Queen of Cups is there, go to her for support, because it's time for you to thaw. This is it. It's time for you to thaw. So it's actually quite nice that when I get it, honestly, when I was reading that card, my stomach sort of started doing somersaults. So that is always significant. Like I say, I always go into my feels. My feels tell me more than anything. So the card that we have with a Colette Baron Reid card is Loyal Heart, but this is upside down. Now, this is one of my favourite Colette Baron Reid cards when it's up there, because it's got hearts in it, it's got love in it, it's got owls in it, which are my favourites. But upside down, it's not that good. And what this is saying is that, you could have become attached to something that you just don't know how to let go of. So it's about, it's not making you happy. It's something that you feel that you maybe can't go on without, but it's keeping you in this place of isolation and pain. So this card is saying that it's time now to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and where you are putting your loyalties, where you are not getting this back. It's saying within this that there could be a betrayal around you as well. Now, like I say, that wouldn't surprise me for a second, because I don't trust the Queen of Swords with anything, and this is saying that, if there is no trust, where there has been betrayal or something like that, you don't have to stay in it, because this is isolating you and causing you pain, and if somebody has misplaced your trust, or sort of took advantage of your trust, and betrayed you in some way, then, they don't deserve your trust anymore. So there's make no place in your life for them. This card is saying, be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. So this is saying to let go of old attachment, because it's like Spirit has bigger plans for you here, but you've got to make some room for them. You've got to allow these feelings out. You've got to thaw, and then, you will see the rainbow comes. This is after the tears, So what this is saying is, now is a time to be loyal to those who deserve your heart, and cut yourself away from the ones who don't, or, there's a lot of times, look at people. Are they being loyal to themselves? Do they practice what they preach? Are they sort of standing in their truth and standing in their authenticity? Are they just spouting all of this stuff, which their actions and words don't coincide as well? Because that person, if they're not being truthful and trustful to themselves, how the hell do you expect them to be truthful and trustful to you? So this is it. I really feel there's a big message in this. And what it's saying here, though, is as we learn to open our hearts, and we do this, and we realize who has our highest good in mind, or who has theirs. Okay, because this is it. And it's a harsh lesson to learn, but you look, are you being put first in somebody's life, or is it always something where they will gain from this? So this is saying that there is somebody there, right? Okay, this is frozen again, right? That there is somebody there, who has proved or will prove themselves to be loyal to you. But what you must not do with this is, you must not project your fears upon them or your past hurts on them, because this can be self-sabotage. So if you've got these issues already, and then somebody's there wanting to give you comfort and nurture and love, and then you are actually not trusting them, or you are projecting what has already happened in your life onto them when they played no part in it, that can actually self-sabotage you, because this person will turn around and go, because they are standing in their truth, because their heart is open, they will say, that person is not somebody who you are not somebody who I want in my life. If you are projecting your fears and hurts onto them, you know. So it's like I say, you know, if there's somebody there to support you, you know, and offer you love, you know, they don't deserve this. You know, that's your stuff. You know, deal with it, you know, and see them for who they really are as well. And love them for it. Love them for being there as your support. Love them for their honesty. Even if, you know, you might not like what they say, because, you know that this person will always come from a truth base, you know. So they have a loyal heart. And once somebody is in their heart, you know, their loyalty will shine through. So this card is saying, open yourself up to something beautiful, because I feel that it is on its way. So I don't know if that situation resonates with any of you. There's a strong message coming through, and I could go on and on and on with this, but I haven't got the time and I haven't got the inclination neither. So I'm going to pull a spirit card. I still haven't even had my cup of tea this morning, so I'm going to pull a spirit. Whoa, they're flying all over the place. Right, okay, there's two fell out again there. I don't know what they are. Right, okay, these are interesting. I like these, right? So the first one is, I love this card. Look at that. It's the card of Alchemy. Look at the image of that. I really, when I move, I actually want to get this blown up as a picture, because I really, really love it. And if we have a look, we've got sort of this third eye, but we keep getting with these images, there's quite a lot of like sperms in them, isn't it? I think that's funny. So this is like your third eye is opening to something. This is the birth of something. And if we can see two figures there. Now I feel that there's been tears on both sides, you know, but alchemy is about when we mix two components to form something beautiful and precious, you know, like gold. And what this card says is, your inner light shines when you are at peace with yourself and the world around you. Let go of the struggle and feel the beauty inside of you. Allow all to just be, and you just be you, you know. So that's it. This is what the Queen of Cups says, you know. She's not trying to be anything else. She's her. Then we have speak your truth. Now, I love this one, and I've said this before if you've seen this. This always reminds me of Che Guevara, right? Freedom fighter. That's what I believe he is. Some people say he was an anarchist. To me, he was a freedom fighter. He fought for his truth. He fought for the people. He fought for his freedom. Okay? And this is what I get with this card. And there's a lot of passion coming through with this, and a lot of power as well. And what this is saying is, stand up for what you believe in, regardless of the consequences. Speak your truth, no matter what others may think. It's time to stand in your own power for all of the world to see. So totally coincide with the rest of the cards today. So I hope that message made sense to some of you. So like I say, I'm expecting a lot of messages coming in with this, because I always, when there's a powerful one like that. But, you know, these tarot apocalypses, they just, they do delve right into the heart of the matter, you know, and they say it like it is, you know, which is the best way to say it, okay? So please let me know if they resonated with you. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my Facebook or via my website. The link is below in the description. I have a new booking system on there, and it's saving me so much time, and it's fabulous. I do still keep emergency readings every day, a couple of emergency readings every day. You can't book them on my website. You need to contact me with them. There's only about 2 or 3 kept a day. They get booked up very, very quickly, so please contact me. And you know, they are available Monday to Friday, not on a Saturday and Sunday. You know, I'm really trying to take my weekends back. You know, this is what I'm working towards, and working very hard towards, but also in the way that I won't let you down neither. You know, so that's it. I hope you enjoy those readings. If you do, please share them. You know, let me know. And yeah, this. My stomach's going doing somersaults, so I don't know what that is that's happening, but there's something brewing, I feel. That's it. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous day, and I'll be back tomorrow with the cards of today. Sat Nam.